one dose solves any problem.
We are going with a Shaman. Let's see what we can put together here.
I am truly in my element.
Okay. Last time you guys wanted a Shudderblock, but I tried something new, like Shudderblock. So Shudderblock Imbue? Or something like that anyway. I think we're due. Let's do it. Bam. Sorted. Siege tank. I mean, according to people, Curtain, everything sucks. Every time I draft a deck, it's retired because it sucks. What can I say? Lightning Storm here, the other cards ain't it. Baking Soda for heal over these two for sure. Cryo? I think we still take Cryo. I need some more early game though, like earlier game. What do you think about Fire Plume, guys? It's gone. You remember when it was a 4-mana 3/3 deal 2? Now it's a 4-mana 3/4 deal 3. Silence tradable. Yeah. Ooh. Man, Astrobiologist though. Triple Nebula. You get the triple discover at the start of turn. There's a lot. There's like reactivity Hango. Shaman has Meteor Storms and Baking Sodas and Lightning Storms and Molten Magmas, but it also has Nebulas and Once Upon a Time, right? Yeah. I don't want Ghost. I don't want any of these. Maybe it's literally just the one. Can work nicely with Lightning Storm. Lift Off. Sure, it gives me a starship piece for Siege Tank, mostly. Star Portino. Flutter? Do I want another Cryo? Maybe it's Brute. Let's take Brute. Treant. Also 2. Bitter. Ooh, Nimbarino. I think we just take a 4. I want minions as well for my Imbue. Spirits, I guess. Ultraviolet. Solid 3. Another Storm, a 2 or a 1. I want minions. I might just take the 2. I have a location as well. I'm taking the minion, I think, already having the Storm. Maybe even a Hollow Operator here. Let's take a Hollow. Take a Starport over Core. Lift Up for sure. I think I'll take Malted over Baking Soda. Thoughts about Oracle here? Let's try Oracle. Ooh, both really good cards. Is it weird if I take SCV? I've got Fleeing Treant, Bitter Bloom and Double Flutter, 4 Imbues and then Shudder. Man, the core is really good as well. They are also minions, huh? The discount is interesting because launching for 3 could be so good. Do I need more early game? I don't think so. Let's take a Frosty. 1 Hex. Standard is great. I think we take another Frosty. Card Grader is great as well. Helps me tutor. So for Shudderblock we have Siege Tank, even though it doesn't go space. Sandart, that helps me go face, right? Librarian. Imbue. Ultraviolet. Cryo. Card Grader. Nimbus. And what we get from Nimbus. What we get from Hollow, technically. Or the Hollow itself. Treant for Imbue, Bitter Bloom, and Astro. Interesting deck. It's hard to say why it happens. I don't see all of your games. Could be variance. Could also be something as simple as score anxiety. I don't know. It's hard to say. 12-0 Rogue. Tenry. Tell me it's not a Protoss Rogue. Another 10 is double Templar. Triple Chrono. Yeah, so you basically always play Arthas in that deck, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't know that card, Marcello. I'm not very good with all the new cards yet. Dude, actual agency espionage. We have had a little jump, demon. It's been... What's the opposite of demoralizing? Moralizing? It's been moralizing. Remoralizing? Is that actually a word? Oh yeah, it's been that. I would say that it didn't really hit 1K apart from the So basically we have the expansion launch, right? So I had a week of pre-release cards, so Arena gets a bunch of boost because it's the only mode that has the new cards, apart from the Tavern Brawl, but still. And then I had a front page stream the day after the expansion, and that was huge boost. But, you know, it's kind of maintained itself a little bit, Demon, and yeah, I'm a little hopeful, man, that can actually be a little maintained. Because last year, I didn't see any decline in growth, which is solid. But I did kind of teeter-totter about the... I'm large enough, I'm not large enough, I'm large enough, I'm not large enough, I'm large enough, I'm not large enough. So, if I can actually take a little bit of a next step up, which, you know, it means maintaining this, I'd feel a lot more comfortable. And hopefully it does also mean bringing good content to more people. Buenos dias, Megalord. Hey, Turtle Cube. I could play Shudderblock. What's my lunch now? Could be better. Okay, how about this for now? Just keep building the starship.
Ready for dust off. Job done.
No, I meant stream. People think that if you have 100 viewers, you're a millionaire, but with an average of about 500, in a lucky month with sponsorships, I can cover UK living expenses after tax. And I haven't had sponsorships in like 4 months, so... Well, that's getting clicked. I want to do the shudder. Try something like this. You think I'm large now? Is that a fat joke? Is that a fat joke now? Okay, getting a big starship. So Shudderblock will take this up to 5?
Follow the flutter wings.
Maybe I evolve my 2 into a 7. Hey, Koto! Either that or this into a 10. Maybe this into a 10. The Kumba! Walter! Walter, check out my Kumba! Oh my god, I just can't, Elma. No, you can't send damage phase, Crimson. What's the best imbue card? As in, like, card that imbues? Probably this. Flattering. So this is again deal 3, summon, 4 taunts. Right, so again, evolve.
Battle cruiser operational.
Depends the order of the 3s. Or the correct targets. Now that was lucky. Ever evolve this? I feel like I want to evolve. You ever evolve this? The starship? Guess I could evolve a 2-2, yeah.
Go forth on swift wings.
It's about upgrading the 6 health though, because 6 is a breakpoint for mage.
Lend me your power.
Yeah, I guess just let it eat a fireball. Hey Ref, cheers for the follow. I don't think it's possible right now, Demon. Although, if it was, we would sure as heck find out. Yeah. So, like, this can do damage, Crimson Shack. But this can. No, Thorder. So they had a rule change with the launch of this expansion. So the last major patch. Which was that you cannot evolve above 10 anymore. Wait, why does this have the... Why does this have 1/3 of the taunt board there? What? Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21. Lethal? No. -1 board space from lethal. Damn it. Close.
I wonder.
Right. Silence 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21. Oh, and just the tank straight up. Yeah. Okay. I forgot I evolved. Chat, good cut. I was here trying to figure out Shudder plays. I mean, everything's basically winning there.
Thrall versus Valera.
Watch your back.
My elements.
Hey, cheers, Unscammable. Have a nice day yourself, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you. I was too, actually, Demon. I was going to go Silence plus Wind Fury and then Evolve. I'm sorry this isn't a 12-0 rogue, Zyga. And if you go, what do you mean you're a shaman? I meant my opponent. Because they're about to lose. Might as well play a 2-3 rather than a 2-4 here. You're always under. So you want my opponent to win?
Annihilation commencing.
Classic. Yeah, you think so? Aren't you the person that learned how to play Rogue from the master Dose himself?
Cruiser operation.
Feel like you are.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate.
The Fanny's very good as well. I could just play Brute and value trade. Also value trade and evolve. It's probably the line.
What? Loose in the shop?
These are due back tomorrow.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, Voids. Well, not last Tuesday, the Tuesday before. But it did cost me 2 mana, Hango, right?
Twice as hot to go twice as fast.
My dread blades crave blood.
Wait, did my alerts work? Yes. Because Snappo just came in with the Giga Prime. Hey, Snappo, how are you doing, man? Thanks for the 30. How do you feel entering your 30s, Snappo? How do you feel entering your 30s? Cheers for the Prime, man. Chocolate, thank you for the follow. Well, I just did. Well, I just did. Okay.
Annihilation commencing.
Are you still on board the PoE train? I could launch. Doesn't feel right though. It's probably one of those like mismatch Prime with Twitch, where Prime gives you like a month or Prime gives you 30 days and Twitch gives you a month or something. So probably your Twitch renewed today, but your sub's actually running out in 2 days or something like that. Cheers for the follow, Jeff Yoya Mela. Yeah, without clicking, but you click the share though, right, Nepo? Being in your 30s like being in your 20s, but with money and less emotional instability. Hey, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened, Nepo. Basically, your Prime lasts till the 3rd. So, Twitch triggered, but you're actually still running out. These secrets are kicking me, ain't they? It's freezing. No way, it's Ice Trap as well, right? I mean, you don't need to do anything though, Snappo. I'm just explaining to you how it works and then...
Engines reporting in.
Oh wow, they got Divine Shield, and Reborn. That's crazy. And another Chrono Boost into another draw 2. Yay. Yes, Nepo. If you want, obviously, but yes. I could, but I'm thinking about launch for... withdraw.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Ooh, we hit molted. Is that better now?
Battle cruiser operation.
But we can set this up now at least. Hey Timon, thank you for the follow.
Stand with me.
Surprise. I am not. When someone plays triple Chrono Boost and draws every time, what do you expect, brother?
Ready to plunder.
I'm more annoyed, like, that's just a draft, right? I'm more annoyed that they hit Divine Shield, and Reborn with their emergency crew, which, again, they had to discover as a rogue, because it forced me to have that extra road, right? That extra everything. Good morning, Blazer! I'm feeling it too, Blazer! Hopefully.
Useful things, eager to share.
You think so, Hango?
Battle cruiser operation. My eyes of pain, my cursed name.
So... this into a 10 or this into a 7? Maybe playing versus a 5-5. I guess I don't need to molted.
What to do?
Strike a pose.
Ready for dust off.
7s are good, unless you get the literal worst one. No worries. Tattoo booked, vacation day submitted, 3 Fridays in May.
I bask in the twilight.
Let's freaking go, dude.
Bask in the twilight.
Wow, it's actually soon May, huh? It's actually soon May, huh? What about now, Hango? That is pressure. I mean, what did you expect from a triple chrono 6-draw Artanis rogue, right? How do we handle the Archon? We don't, I think. We just lose.
I wonder.
Like, I could launch and silence. I can't even evolve, though. I have to silence it.
I wonder.
Inside voices, please.
But I don't think we get there. Remember, they have infinite divine shield as well, right? Shadow this. But you only shuffled 3 minions, right? Again, I think my issue was their emergency meetings. If they didn't hit Divine, and Reborn, we would have had a lot more support here. Because I expected the Archon always. But I don't have the mana, right? Demon. Only one. 5, 9. No, 4 plus 5 plus 1. Done.
Quiet down. Beware!
It's not freezing.
Quiet down. Quiet down.
I need to, the 8 has to hit here, right? This resurrects the Archon non-silenced, right? I need to launch next turn. I need to survive and launch. So next turn is like a launch hero power. It's all about this turn. Trade. So next turn is like maybe launch, magma, blessing. Although if the 8 trades here, I might not need the magma and then I can lift off just to add a 2-1. But I need to launch because launch is 10 armor and 2 taunts, so that's my next turn of surviving. Oh fuck, thank you for the follow, that's good. Okay. Oh, dubious. But we have to launch. But what am I evolving? My starship?
What to do? Battlecruiser operation.
I mean, I guess I could flutter wing. I don't think I do, Hango. No? Are you sure? I thought it would shine if I do.
What to do?
Flutter, sand, swing. Hero power hit 12. I just die is the thing.
There is little time. Battlecruiser operation.
Yeah, it will be highlighted, I think.
Engine screaming.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons.
And I'm just literally struggling to survive. Even the secrets stall. It's just too much. Couple good secrets, an Archon, full cycle, removal. And like I said, the emergency meeting earlier I think was a little much. Just a little much. Is this... Is this 3 drafted observers or what? Oh, one was random. Two draft right there. The malted was good. It's not good enough though, right? Storm. Hex. Malted. Pass.
What to do?
What if it's counter?
Follow the flutter wings.
Oh, it was still active. Tango, it was still active. That's weird.
There is little time.
Still though, right, Hango? They still need like a photon cannon here. But I don't know how I survive. I can storm, but then I have to high roll the evolve, I guess.
Welcome to the crew.
They had the cycle, right? So
Taro Kasada.
it has to be that third, alright? It has to just be that specifically.
What to do?
Tortola.
Space time.
Dude, this game is such a troll. I'm just dead to hand. Oh, of course. Why does it even matter? It's actually even worse. Yeah, the game doesn't even matter. Mountain is not in, I think, no, Sapple. Hey, it's a heal and no patches for the photos. At least I didn't lose to a bug this time, okay?
Throw versus Urel.
Ain't working, Nebula.
My elements are frightful.
You gotta keep treeing, right? Probably also Nimbus. Try this. Hey, Varf, thank you so much for the new Prime sub. Much appreciado. Thank you so much, Varf. 70 V's down, Nebula. So, I used to enjoy spicy food, but find it too spicy. Kind of grew a tolerance over time, though. No, for the I don't really take out. I think we start with
The calm before the storm.
thank you, Barf. Ooh, I've not seen this card in gold. That's pretty cool. Cool golden animation. Not so much Ammoniaki. Not so much more than.
Take shelter.
Not so much more than how much it already is normally, I would say. I usually build... I used to buy what I would call pre-made spice mixes, I guess. So like you buy, there's like Patek or something here in the UK. There'd be like pre-made sauces or mixes or spice mixes and stuff.
They strengthen our spirit.
I could hex this. I take hex. I think I'm just doing this though. No evolve right now. This and pass. But yesterday I decided to try and make it from scratch. First time. Took me a lot longer than I anticipated. Ended up not as spicy as I wanted it to be. But turned out pretty good actually. Turned out pretty good actually. Kinda happy with the outcome. It's worth a hex. Evolve nesting golem to a 5. Can't get the double trade kill. I could freeze my nesting golem and simply evolve the Nimbus. Ooh, good stuff.
Take shelter.
It's pretty solid. Hopefully get a value trade and evolve. Play a 4. But yeah, the smell built me up, especially since I made my own curry paste and spice mix and stuff. It's just lingering in the kitchen, you know? Would you play a card called Laphomancer, like Cryo, but it does Mindstream and Unfreeze? It doesn't feel that good. It doesn't feel that good, so no.
Fuel up, ready to go.
I'm not vegetarian, Brian, but I don't know what marry me chicken is. Making some Indian food in my eyes as well. Another recipe is called for their premium masala and ginger garlic mint. Yes, I used to buy... So there's like different levels in where you can buy the pre-made sauce. And then you just add it up with like onions and chicken and stuff, which is what I used to do. And then there's the pre-made like masalas and spice mixes, like you're saying. Which I have tried to use. But yesterday I made it from scratch, right? So I bought like all the spices and stuff, and I made my own curry paste. And I made my own spice mix and toasted it and stuff and ground it down. And I fried it out and I made the curry base and I built it up and I added the chicken. And I marinated the chicken with the masala spice mix. Built it up. Turned out pretty good. But it took me a long time, especially since it was the first time I did that. There's a bowl of vinegar essence on cucumber slices. Clears all smells in the room. Oh, interesting. Saver, what? Spending 6 mana to deal with just the Divine Shield on their board? I'm not sure. But we're gonna have to, right? And hope that they don't have another Divine Shield. Like, I could evolve, but I think it's...
There's little time.
Feel your blood run cold.
If I buff here, they probably just swing once. So I think I buff this. But Volcano hits my own board as well. Goku. Good to know though, Gecko. Just vinegar, cucumber, and you leave it out to absorb the smells.
Reporting for duty.
Mermaid chicken's panzer chicken with noodles and parm cheese sauce with sun-dried tomato. Never had it. Never had it. I am lactose intolerant though, so I do try to avoid cheese stuff as much as I can.
Reporting for duty.
I live in the Midwest, roughly. I'm in the middle of England, SIG. Worth a silence or a trade? Could silence and evolve it into a 6. Just tolerate it? I mean, I do sometimes, but I try and avoid it as much as I can. I mean, lift up is such a good hit. I don't really go out to eat comes. Yeah, I try and avoid them. Sometimes I still have a pizza, Rambo, but it's because I've spent years of avoiding it completely. Pizza is actually relatively bad because mozzarella is a very lactose heavy. It's very lactose heavy.
These are due back tomorrow.
There's little time.
Love my nimbus.
They do have a little bit, canny. So I do buy lactose-free milks and cream alternatives, for example, for cooking. Yeah, I would say my go-to restaurants to answer you anyway, Comes, is probably Italian, just because what I'm used to from Malta. Pizzas and pastas. I don't eat pasta out a lot. Or like a steakhouse or something anyway. The thing is, then, it's a taste thing, Kenny. I'd rather not have a pizza than like a cheese-free, vegan, lactose-free pizza. Here or place. But after spending, I would say, somewhere in the range of like 3 to 4 years rearranging my diet, I can't afford to have one here and there. I have not, Rob. I have not. Is this lethal? Because I can Shudderblock and Sand Dart, right? I can Storm, and I can hit here and deal 6 face. But then I can't evolve. 6, 12, 18, 22.
little time.
I think I have to do it this way.
You can't run from me.
And pray.
You can't run from me.
Something like that. Hey, Ultronix, thank you for the new Prime sub. Welcome in, I appreciate that support, man. Trying to maneuver this little game here, but I feel like it's just Jover. 12, 18. Oh, that's exactly what they needed. GG. Damn. What went wrong in this game? Weren't they like dead? And then they just healed?
Thrall versus Leandrin.
Yeah, cheers for the tip, Gecko. I mean, the smell is much less than yesterday and doesn't really bother me per se, but if it sticks, I might go for a solution like that, Gecko. Hey, Green Pine, thanks for the follow. It's nice to have it in mind. In my room here, I have, what do you call it? One of those like mist scents or whatever. Yeah, the weapon was really good as well. I also do need to figure out a little oven clean as well. I think we still lift off here, even though they get the free kill.
Ready for dust off.
I can 4 next turn, or I can even lift off Starport with coin into Frosty. Three bucks. I want the starship out ASAP here. By doing this, we get to launch as soon as we can. Hey Clum, cheers for the follow. Luckily I live alone, so if it's not bothering me too much, then we make do, you know, Gecko. It just surprised me because I spent, I don't know what, 5 or 6 hours here. And I went into my kitchen and I just, the stark contrast.
Auto turret engage.
Fuel up, ready to go.
Hey, that's how you like in the 1 extra hour of sunlight. Literally 0 effect, casual. Didn't even notice. Makes no difference to me. What I didn't like is losing an hour of sleep. It doesn't, Kamoho. You can't deal phase damage with the siege tank. Show Shudder. Shudderblock is can't damage the enemy hero with the Battlecry, yeah? They can value trade the Shudderblock. So be it. Works with some effects though? No, it doesn't.
My eyes are flame, my cursed name.
I've heard a lot of people complain in Standard that it doesn't make sense that it works with eruptions, but the Battlecry is only shuffling more eruptions, right? Or drawing more eruptions. Which to me personally is a completely different thing.
Follow the flutter wings.
Battle station.
I think I make this a 4 for now, and then next turn we go for another evolve. For me, it makes no difference how much light there is outside casual at all.
The roots lend their strength.
Follow the flutter wing.
So the question here is, do I freeze instead of evolve? I could make this a 9. So I either make this a 9 or I freeze this. I'm almost tempted to freeze this. But frankly, if they value trade, I can just launch, right?
By petal and sword.
12-1 Lars.
Connect to those
In the end. 12-1. We went 11-0 into 11-1 to 12-1. So we lost once at 11-0. I still feel like we should have this, but double painters with an extra crafters might still be quite strong. They're gonna drop like +5/+5 or +6/+6 minions, right? Which kind of more than matches my hero power. It is actually a 4-mana 7/7. It was a deck exactly like mine, but a deck exactly like mine, but they went first. Well, we could hit poison, right? It's not that unlikely.
Torn to shreds.
What I could do is hit, then baking, then launch.
I wonder.
Could evolve up to a 10. Even that's good though. I think I might have to play this and launch. Worst fit. We could do over here too. GG. I think now they just lose. Yeah, but I had to hit the order, right? Sparkies, the order was more important than the poison. Wasn't that unlikely to hit poison. It was like a 50-50 basically. Or in general.
Raw versus the Lich King.
All will serve me.
The skill level phase play.
My
Unimaginable.
elements are frightful.
Okay, that's a solid hand. Hey Brownie, good morning. Hey, congrats on your legend rank. Are you going for an esports finish, brother? You can, but that's just the spice mix, right?
By petal and sword.
I used to make them with like the pateks and stuff like that, Roldy. I'm pretty sure you've seen them before. Like Tesco have some of their own, which isn't as good. There's patek and stuff like that. So they're like the pre-made base sauce, which I used to like oomph up with some spice and chicken and onion, etc.
Sweet Lisator, I am working.
But I was shopping a week ago, and I decided to buy curry powders, garam masalas and stuff like that. Probably need ones here. Yeah, for sure. I've tried a few of all of the different ones, Roldy. They're much easier for time, for sure. It took me a long time, but it was also my first time doing a lot of things, so part of the reason it took me long as well.
Follow the flutter-wing.
Yeah, good luck, Brownie. So are you going for a top 10 then? I think you need a top 10, right? For the most part. I want to get the starport rolling, but I need to catch up first. I could try to look for like a lightning storm. Depends how often you do it, Brownie, yeah? I would say look at the... Yeah. So a top 100 is 100%. You need top 100. Top 100 is for points, right? And it depends how people do, though, right? I think getting number 1 guarantees it, and getting a couple getting a top 10 really gets you there as well. I could look. I could launch. Look if I whiff play starport. Is Storm even that good? Maybe it is genuinely a launch. Nah, we have to do this and hope to actually hit good stuff. And we low rolled. Beautiful. Well, run's over. We're going for another one. I don't think 1 top 100 and 1 top 50 across the year get you there. Maybe they get you to the larger seasonal Masters tours rather than to the later game qualifiers. I can't hex and launch.
The calm before the storm.
Get eaten again.
There is little time.
I think I have to accept the damage here and pray. Can you target which signature to get by crafting all other legendaries and buy golden packs? Next one possibility to decide one golden or signature. I mean, you can't target it, Heather, because you don't know which one you're gonna get. If you get one then disenchanted, that doesn't count for the dupe redeem. So if anything, it would be the random one you have left. That being said, the signature dupe has nothing to do with the legendary dupe. First, it checks for rarity, so it rolls it, and it rolls a signature, for example. If it rolls a signature, then it checks which other signatures you have, and it doesn't give you the same one. But if you have the legendary and don't have its signature, you can still get its signature. So their legendary Tnabo is a 7-mana 7/7 ton. When it dies, it gives you 7 beetles. At the start of their turn, it reforms into a 7/7, or according to how many beetles you have left. No, Heather, if you disenchant, it doesn't count for dupe protection anymore. That's otherwise, what would I do? If I have the full collection, when they nerf one rare card, I would just constantly disenchant that rare card, and every pack is guaranteed to give me that rare card. Or I disenchant the common, and then every pack gives me 4 of that common, and I just farm the servers. It just doesn't work like that.
Battle cruiser operation.
let's try this. Let's see what this is. Is there any words in Arena? Well, we had one last week, Gecko, so if we're getting one... we're gonna have to wait a little bit more for sure. Oh, interesting. Like hot pie. I've never seen these. These seem like super easy though, kind of thing. Do I trade here and pray the siege tank is good to me? Sure, Blaze, give me a second.
Ready for dust off.
No wear and tear of any kind.
Commencing bombardment.
So it's very hard to give super generic advice, Blaze, but my question to you first is, what kind of average do you have? Like, what's your average roughly? Because I can point towards different directions and what you can improve or different guidance. Most runs or most things are a game by game, deck by deck thing, right? It's like, how do I get better at constructed? Well, which deck are you playing? How, whatever, 1 to 2. At the average, you probably can improve at every aspect of your game, I would say. So my first hint would be to use a statistics helper to make sure you're actually drafting the right cards. Of course, Mehuko. I got you, give me a second. Right, so use something like Firestone or hsreplay.net. It doesn't matter if you're legend. Being legend is not even remotely close to being good at Arena. Being legend just means that you learned one deck that you probably net decked and spam it. Right, like my question to you is, do you net deck? And do you play one deck which is easier to get to legend with and spam games with it? Because if you do, then you have zero transferable skill for Arena. Transferable skill. I'm not saying you don't have skill, but there's no transferable skill to Arena then.
Chill out!
Return to the stupid ones.
Don't know what's out there, so you go first. I am going to heal. I have healing.
They can heal, I don't care. So yeah, my suggestion would be... Yeah, so control, that's probably even worse for Arena because you have that mentality of outvalue and outplay opponents, which will never happen in Arena. So learning to play tempo will help you for sure for starters. But in Arena, my suggestion would be use something like hsreplay.net and or Firestone to look at the deck win rate of cards and use that to help you decide what you should be picking as cards. Number 1.
Battle station.
Engaging B.
right? That way, you can learn what you're overvaluing and what you're undervaluing. So it helps you get a better gauge as to what is actually considered good. Right? Secondly, when you're playing, look at your turns and look at your games and think what different plays you can make and what game states it would end up in, whatever play you make. So the idea of, it's okay, oh, I'm gonna pass, and then I'm gonna set up this Shudderblock in 15 turns because in standard, my opponent can't kill me and then suddenly I can deal 30 OTK. That just doesn't work in Arena. It just doesn't work in Arena.
You can't run from me.
Right, so learning to properly value cards, learning how to play towards your deck win conditions, and a little bit more of a tempo style. And when I say tempo doesn't mean aggro, right? Sometimes people think tempo means Zoolock or Beast Aggro Hunter. That's not tempo. Tempo is trying to get the most per mana per time as you're playing. Aggro doesn't work, but neither does control. These things just don't work.
A world once lost can be reborn once more.
Right, that should naturally, by paying attention to what you're doing, how you're playing, and what cards you're undervaluing or overvaluing, should naturally get you into the 3 to 4 win range. Beyond that, you should start learning to identify what better improves your drafts, what better improves your games, what better improves your deck-to-deck identification, you know, how to win with a deck, how to identify the win color of a deck, how to play to your outs, how to mulligan, all of these things. You mean I have to think? Well, you don't have to, but if you don't, you will lose. So, if your question is, how do I net deck and spam the same easy deck to get to legend and then tell others that I can get to legend? Then you can't in Arena, I'm sorry. Yeah, no further comment. So what I can do is, well, I can AoE, but if I AoE, wait, do I have lethal? Not with this. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 6? I can drop them very low.
There's little time.
Virtuous rebirth.
I thought it wouldn't work anymore, to be honest. Yeah, I thought I misunderstood. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's still the same play. I just thought I'd be able to push face there. You can't evolve enemy minions though, no. Nah, I think reaching legend and being 25 legends are different things though, Brownie. And you know the same thing, right? I didn't tell Blaze your skill doesn't count for anything. I just said the more you get others to solve the majority of the problem for you, from creating your decks to net decking to perfecting one deck rather than 7 decks, the more you grind, rather than have high win rates. These are all things that can still get you to Legend. The less your skills are transferable to Arena, not the less your skills matter, but the less they're transferable to Arena. Now if you are top Legend, now suddenly you've had to refine deck, not one deck but multiple decks to a higher level. Rather, so win rate starts to come into question rather than grind. The more you play at higher Legend level, the more you've had to, if not refine yourself, at least learn to play against, and therefore have the mentality of how decks play multiple deck archetypes. Which then plays into how decks are built, how decks work together, how decks' win conditions are identified, and therefore net decking becomes less of an advantage for you, because you can probably build a deck very similar to the net decked deck yourself. And suddenly those skills are way more transferable to Arena. That's my take anyway.
Ready for dust off.
I personally think any very good, and I mean very good, like top 500, top 1000 Arena or Legend player can quite easily get to a similar level in the other mode. But then, in order to go beyond that in the mode that you don't main, it gets much more difficult. There's a lot more mode by mode refinement, I would call it. So like, I personally think that if I went to play Constructed, I wouldn't find it difficult to reach 1000 Legend. But reaching top 100, that would need me to play a lot of Constructed to where I can refine the deck I play, all of the different decks, etc. And vice versa. If a top 100 Legend level player were to play Arena, they can very easily get a 5 to 6 average by using all of their transferred skills and getting a little practice. But then if you start to say how do they get a 7 plus average, then they need to refine for Arena for sure. And that's not as easy.
No wear and tear of any kind. Battle station.
I need to play around AoE, I feel. If they want to value trade, let them. Thank you for the follow, Blaze. I do hope it helps you a little bit. Generically wise, I can't give too much more advice than that, but I think that helps point you in the right direction at least. I've seen top Legend players, they also switch up decks based on what they're playing against. Depends how top Legend you go, I guess, but there's also that idea of, I just faced this, so let me now play the deck that counters it, and now you face the different deck. So it's more like countering the meta. Like there would be 6 to 8 decks that they're very good with, or 3 to 4 decks, and something that is not non-transferable from Arena to Constructed, especially at top Legend, is deck matchup. How a deck pairs versus another deck, etc. And therefore, if you're seeing a lot of Murmur, Shaman, you know which deck you should be playing to counter it, etc. That's also very difficult thing to do.
Follow the flutter wing.
Hey, Gary. And basically you can't be a one-trick pony. It takes a lot more to know how to play 5 decks incredibly well, knowing the likely matchups, for sure. And then, especially when it comes to tournaments, right? Crimson Check, where you have to do best out of 3 or best out of 5. You have to know how your decks align into other decks. You have to know how to play multiple decks, which bans to do, etc. Stuff like that. Some would donate a giant donation. Would you consider doing an instructed run for like a month? has to be pretty giant, Pappy. It has to be pretty giant. Because it would not only hurt me that month, which is what sometimes people think about making up for, but it would hurt me even for the next months and the months after that, you know? So it has to make up for that at least.
Cruiser operation.
There is little time.
Look, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I don't know whether to evolve this, but I don't think I do. Hey, the green man, thanks for the follow.
A dream come true.
I've heard Murmur Shaman is making the rounds at Top Legend, huh? Nah, the thing is, Oscar, it's like me telling you, would you be interested in randomly doing different work than your manager suggests it work, knowing that your manager might fire you and 100% you're gonna earn less that month? And then I tell you, don't worry, for that month you do it, I'll make up your pay. But then your manager's still gonna hate you and probably potentially fire you. You know what I mean? Like, there's some adjacency impact.
Take shelter.
So let's go like this.
Operation.
Feel your blood run. Take shelter.
For me, as I've said, what I enjoy most is streaming and growing the stream and chatting with you peeps on stream like that, but if I'm doing something which is hurting the stream, I will just enjoy it a lot less. So I won't find joy in the repetitiveness or staleness of it if it's making me be able to do everything else less. I know, like I've tried, like people that say things like, just do it over and above arena. It doesn't matter, the impact is still the same. It is unfortunate, but people are here because they like arena, and that's fine. I think it's only fair. My dream is always to be able to like do a variety. One day, maybe. Don't really have any good evolve.
I wonder. Witness true arcane magic. Our enigmatic.
Chill out.
Yeah, but then the thing, Bojangle, for me personally at least, is sustainability. And for me, that's the more important thing. That's why I always say, there's never any obligations to support and stuff, like just hanging and chatting and watching, it helps me a ton. Because then the stream grows and then it becomes more sustainable, etc, etc. Like sometimes people say, oh, but Crip subs game or something like that. Yeah, but Crip had like 60,000 viewers and now he has 2. So again, tit for tat.
How entertaining.
Sustainability for stream. Oh, you mean the people? Well, you think they'd do that for years? Gigadoubt there, brother, Gigadoubt. So I got 2 AoE, which puts them to 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. Well, I can't also launch. Let's say I trade here. They go up to 16. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close. I could set up the lethal though, but they're gonna heal. How do I not let them heal? I can't. I can deal 12 from hand though. Can't deal. Okay, I think I have to do this. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I used to play Constructed 50,000 years ago. I don't think I would find the problem getting to Legend, frankly. But getting to Legend and getting high Legend ranks are extremely different things. Right? Like, hitting a Legend, what? There's like 300,000 Legend rank, no? I just need a 50% win rate, right? Not even. I need a 48% win rate, right? So it's not that difficult, I think. Yeah, for sure. And then there's a big difference, right? Then beyond what you do or whatever. Well, I guess we're resetting the game, so I always thought that.
Do not confide.
What you're saying, Varian. But I always thought there's a big skill gap between 1k and top 100. And then a little bit of a skill gap between top 100 and top 10, for example. A little bit. That little bit is worth a lot, though. It's like in Arena, the difference between a 7.5 average and an 8 average. It may seem close, like between 3 and 4, but 7.5 to 8, you've already perfected so many things that you have to never make a mistake in, and barely any more things that you can perfect, so it becomes extremely difficult. But that's what I mean. Although I was talking to Denim last time, and I told him, I feel like I can be capable of getting a top 1000 legend or whatever, for example. And he said, I don't think people realize how much of a skill gap and difference there is at that level between top 100 and top 10. Just phenomenal. Huge. Yeah, I'm just trying to see whether to launch first, because if I hit poison, now I can't evolve. Nah, but Denim's a very good player. He's up there. He's like a top 100 player. Like, for example, when I used to play Constructed, I was very regularly in the top 100 to 500. But almost never in the top 100. Probably could have been had I put in the effort, the thought, stopped playing meme decks, stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure the jump beyond that was crazy. Like when I played more meta decks, I think my highest rank ever was, I think it was 67. Until you actually hit that skill difference, you will not believe it exists. It's the same thing in arena rank. The same thing in arena. But it's all RNG, it's all RNG, it's all RNG. Oh look, the same 10 names are at the top. How? Oh, clearly, Blizzard has shadow banned the rest of the world and perfectly tuned the dimensional intricacies of code to align to their dimensional reality. Yeah, I guess something like that, I don't know. There is RNG involved, but my point still stands.
Ready for dust off.
Like, I'm having a rough season, I think RNG-wise, but I also feel like maybe there are a few things that I can focus that could help me improve. That being said, my rough season RNG-wise is still top 100. And that's where, like, some of the difference comes up, right? Yo, dude, Nightscale, you are cooking with some 12s this meta, aren't ya? Congrats, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Do I want to keep it as a location? Frankly, maybe yes. Yeah, there would be impact for sure. I mean, you can even take it from Judge. Like, Judge is a lovely person, for example. He even still plays Arena, but he swapped to non-arena for a little bit and then came back. And that was just more than enough. I mean, I could Oracle Magma. Right, and then buff Oracle. And trade. Feels bad, but is that the line just to draw? So you go Oracle, Magma. Then you buff Oracle, you value trade here. You keep a 5-1, and then you trade this into here. I would take 4, and you'd end up with a 3 durability location. I don't even know if Triple Asteroid is very good, is the thing. Yes, then the question is, do I want to draw, right, Luda? But maybe you just do this. I don't know, Carney. I feel like in Constructed, people are looking for top-level players rather than chill streamers nowadays. So Constructed, I think, has more viewers than anything that isn't BG. But it's more top-heavy. Whereas BG's has the most viewers. Arena's quite a stable mode, though, nowadays.
Oh, well, that can't be good.
Return to the ship at once.
Watch your back.
Yeah, they're all 4s, Lado. Hango is telling me. How are you, Giggle? How are you, Lado? Yeah. I will say, CBD, when I started streaming, people told me that Arena is dead and that I'll never grow, but here we are. I think there is an untapped Arena viewer base, even though I still agree that it's smaller. Like something like, for example, Redbeard is the largest Arena streamer in the Western English-speaking community, right? But then something that I always keep in mind is that Stan used to hit 1.5 to 2k viewers quite consistently, and there were also 2 or 3 Korean streamers, Korean Arena streamers that used to hit 2.5 and 3k viewers consistently. The question here is, what do I evolve?
My eyes of pain, my cursed name.
I guess this. So far from being more impactful anyway, right? I could evolve this 6 into a 7. I could actually devolve as well. The 3-2 will always evolve, I think. Not really, I can, yes. Anything that isn't mage isn't really good, basically.
Let's lighten the mood. Let's lighten the mood.
Sweet. Do I have the room?
No wear and tear of any kind.
I'd have 1 hex. Let's know this. That's true, Blackout Chili. That's true. Hey, Underground Arena, right? Underground Arena. If you're a legend player playing mixed decks, should Arena be easy to achieve 6+? Well, playing mixed decks and losing though counts, or winning? Doing well enough, or what do you find well enough? 100k legend or 100 legend? I would say no, though. Anyway. 3k? 3k is pretty well, though. Six is very difficult. 6 is the top levels of players, I would say. I mean, this is just a generic assumption. I can't give you a 1-for-1 how you personally would do, but
Return to the ship at once.
if you get used to a little bit of Arena and the skills that you technically need, you should. But I would say usually this: if your average is below 3, that means you're a below average player. Any part of your game can improve. I can almost guarantee that. There's no way you have something perfect. There's just no way. Once you're at 3 average, you're an average player. Things that most people on Twitch consider normal, using statistics or the way you trade or the way you go face or how you play a deck or what you draft or what classes are good, those can all still help you. That should pump you up to like a 4 win average. 4 is what I consider the average good player at Arena. I think you're a good player at 4. Once you start to improve, at 4 you probably can still improve every aspect of your game though, I would say. At 4 you can probably still improve every aspect of your game, I would say. Pause.
You can't run from me. You can't run from me. Forces of nightmare.
My opponent basically gave up, right? Whatever. So at 4 you probably start improving a lot of things, right? How you draft, that feeds into how you play. And then how you play, that lets you identify better ways to draft. That feeds your draft, that feeds your play. That should knock you up to 5. At 5 you're a very good player, for sure. 5 average is a very good player. I mean, I still have the impact of it being a new meta.
My elements are frightful.
I'll chuck these with lift-off. We can coin lift-off. That's the worst average I've had in like 3 years or anything. Don't show people. You can't find it anywhere, Fleeger. You have to kind of monitor it yourself. Oh, balance. It ain't it for sure, Dreads. Without a single doubt, dude. Without a single doubt, Dreads. I'm still in the phase where I can accept trying to screw around, but as soon as that runs out for me, nothing's left for me in the meta. I think I have to coin the 4 so I can kill this thing. Would have loved to keep the coin for Oracle, but... Yeah, so to anyone like that was asking, I usually say that it's very difficult for me to give anyone above 6 win average any form of help. At that point, fine-tuning what you personally do is like the largest impact, without a doubt. But below that, everything else I said could and should probably apply.
You can't run from me.
Nah, it's not for me anymore, casual. It's jaded me. I think it's worse for content. What I enjoy is streaming, not playing Arena. It tilts me. If I'm going for it, I want my skill to shine, i.e. get number 1. And getting number 1 involves some semblance of RNG. If I end up number 3, then I feel I've just wasted 3 weeks of playing. And I just get tilted and... bleh. I mean, if you know that's the level that you can get to, Crisp, doesn't it feel bad if you fall just shy because you got kicked on your 27th run after playing for 300 games? Like... But it's not perfectionism, casual. If what you're saying is Giga try hard to get the best average, then... If I know I'm capable of number 1, I have gotten number 1 in the past, and I have potentially gotten multiple number 1s in the past, then what's the point of anything else? Like, what am I doing it for then, I guess is the question I'll ask you. Is it not to get number 1 if I'm tryharding? Or is it because you want me to try my best with a deck? I try my best with every deck. I just don't spam play Imbue Mage 30 times in a row. Well, is that the difference? Yeah, but it's a perfectionist approach for how you see tryharding. So that's just unfair how you would lay it on me then, right? Assume they don't have remorseless. Let's try this. Right, so why would you want to see tryharding? There's my question to you. Do you want me to see? Do you want to see me play 25 Imbue Mages in a row and watch how I order my hero power into my Imbue Treant for the 29th run? No, but that's what I would be trying my best to do, Lado. So if that is a potential, that is what I would do. Right? Yeah, usually a personality of being more tilted. Unfortunately. So I could have played Siege Tank, but I think I can get a better Siege Tank. Again, this is not dismissive of anyone who's at the top of the leaderboard or who enjoys it. But for me personally, if I'm doing it, it's to get the best score. Not to half-ass it anyway, because if I'm half-assing it, then what's the point of tryharding? This is a Hex for sure. What else do I do? I could draw. Probably worth a draw. Or, yeah, draw is probably fine. Yeah, so for me personally anyway, it would be, if my capability and my rough skill level corresponds to a top 10, then getting 8th versus getting 1st, getting 8th versus getting 1st represents dismay versus, for me personally, nothing. I don't get anything from being number 1 anyway. Yeah, but I do try my best with every deck, Lado. Right, it's not like I sit here purposely throwing every single deck, right? It's just that I can focus on talking to you as well, and also playing some Druid as well, rather than playing a Shaman and then a Mage and then a Mage and then a Shaman. Hey, thank you very much. Give me a second here, because that right there is a beaut. El Posando. El Posando. El Posando. So the donations are anonymous. But if you'd like to share who it was, I can thank you personally or whatever, feel free to. If not, that's fine. But whoever it was, thank you for the donation there towards the British Heart Foundation. I appreciate it, and I'm sure they do too. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, Nubby, as well. If that was you, Rhodes, cheers, but whoever it was, thank you for sure. Yeah, but I mean, clearly I can't change your mind, Lado, but what you're telling me is the way I enjoy playing clearly is better content than the way you enjoy playing, so don't play the way you enjoy playing because it's worse content. Do you understand the juxtaposition? Like, that doesn't make sense. Isn't it just not better to play the way I enjoy playing? I used to do stuff like that, by the way, casual. Oh, no, I mean, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, but just an interesting conversation. I used to do things like chat drafts and even individual chatter drafts, but they're only theoretically good for content. They're actually typically bad, unfortunately. The way it ends up being. I got double molted, just shy of being very good. Unless
The storm is in me.
we do something like this. And then we can boot the buff. And just play this. I unfortunately do not. I can, yes. I actually thought about doing that once. And I realized that I don't truly believe in what I was saying. Because it's too generic and inapplicable in my opinion. I agree with that as well, Casual. By the way, the playing how you enjoy playing thing.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Well.
Weapons prime.
I actually spent like 3 months doing only chat drafts, Gecko. I even did a leaderboard run with chat drafts. The truth is, when it comes to something like chat drafts, a vocal minority really like it, and a non-vocal majority leave the stream because what are they seeing? Usually 2 things. Right? Either way, a very slow draft that leads to either the best deck, which is what I would draft, or a meme deck, which is what I would draft. So it's a very slow way of getting to what I immediately give you the option of me doing.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
My elements are frightful.
I need a toilet break. Can you pause the stream for 45 minutes? You can press pause, Zinni. Don't worry about it. Do you know when I pronounce cottage pie, there's no T sound in it? Cottage. Cottage pie. Is that how you say it? You know, Roldy, Gary, in Malta, and frankly everywhere else I've been, we always called it cottage pie. Sorry, we always called it shepherd's pie, even though I have never had it with lamb. And realizing in my mid-20s that I've always had cottage pie is crazy. Bro, 40% of the viewers are currently in the bathroom. Yeah, mid-dump, Bratsky. Mid-dump. Mid-dump, brother. It's not very common, Gary. I mean, you can get anything, right? But it's not very common. Have you ever had it with a shepherd? No. I haven't had Sunday roast in ages, Lado. It feels like I like it, but it feels like a very hassle to cook for myself, you know? nesting. Maybe the plan is to build a starship ASAP and then just do something like this and launch soon.
Ready for dust off.
Saunders isn't Saunders like a politician? Hashtag joking. The store is always closed. Anyone is having this problem? Try close the game, WSLY, but also exit the client. And if it doesn't work, try scan and repair. Otherwise, I don't know what else to tell ya. Can launch soon, but I think this is fine.
Witness true arcane magic.
I had success with one hunter randomer, but yes, it's horrible. I had a gold. It was actually a very good hunter. For the meta, probably still a 3 out of 10 deck, but for a hunter, it was like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. That's crazy, Carrie. I'm surprised anyway, man. I'm surprised. Am I hexing? Hexalexin? So I could molt it with Brute. I mean Brute first, obviously. I think that's fine. Is Hunter often weak in Arena? Mixed bag. Hunter is one of those that swaps places. Is Arena easier or harder based on time of day? I mean, it might impact or change a little bit your matchmaking accuracy based on how many players are online or not on your server at a given time, but I think people overestimate the impact.
Battle station.
Battle cruiser operation.
Well then. Ah, never mind. Okay, I mean, this run's going. This is around a lot of interesting conversation. So, like me, a 6-0 versus a 7-2 deck, for example, is something that happens relatively frequently. And that's not uncommon, yet really unfair in my opinion. What's the accuracy on these poison starship launches? Easy fate play. Simply wait hours until they happen, then claim they are streamer luck. There you go. You're welcome. I need something for cryo, so I'll totem. I would have normally traded, but the ability to cryo is more important. Hey Fedori, good to see you. They buff Imbue Priest for standard. You think it could make Priest great in Arena? I mean, depends on the buff, right, Tempo? Depends on the buff for sure. What kind of buff are we talking? Obviously, if they buff Imbue Priest, I assume Priest will become better in Arena. But depends on what the rest of the classes, like, are they also buffing Imbue Mage? Because then Priest won't budge. Priest is already great in Arena? I disagree. Priest is middle of the line at best. right now in Arena you've got Mage, its own tier. Then you've got Death Knight and why won't the class come to me? Demon Hunter, Death Knight and Demon Hunter. Although Demon Hunter might have fallen. I haven't checked in a while. Let's see. Yes, still. But Death Knight fell as well with the husks. So you've got Mage, then Demon Hunter, and now actually Rogue and Death Knight have fallen to the Shaman and Priest tier. So yeah, maybe Priest got a little better. Technically, maybe. Rogue and Death Knight were a tier above Shaman and Priest before, but both Rogue and Death Knight have fallen based on last week's patch. So yeah, maybe they're a tier C class now, rather than a tier D. But rather than because Priest got better, it's because Rogue and Death Knight got worse. I mean, before it was 3, maybe 4 playable classes, reasonably balanced. To me, balance is the wrong. When a class is playable, that doesn't make it balanced, right? If a class is balanced because everything else sucks, it's exactly the opposite of balance. But before it was 3 playable classes, maybe 4 with a stretch, and then 7 unplayable. Am I evolving this? Will I evolve this into a 5? It's probably worth it. I want the armor, but I also want to start... Okay, I'm gonna defend the Divine Shield. English, please, Goldfish. Yeah, Priest may be working for you, Zyric. But if you were to play 100 runs, Demon Hunter should naturally be a little better for you. Come on, Shudderblock, Calms, come on, Shudder. We can even draw 2. Uh-oh, they can't kill it. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. It's okay, I just can't understand what you're saying, Goldfish. And I need to be sure you're not saying anything wrong, you know? But I also can't understand, more importantly. For sure, there is playing them wrongly, Zarek. I think the play has to, unfortunately, be Frosty the Core Evolve Puppet.
All strings attached.
Would have loved to get something, but the thing is as well, it depends what you get offered, right? What kind of deck, what kind of class, and everything, Zarek. Sorry, what kind of archetype and everything.
Stand with me.
Hey, what a surprise at Sartanis. They hurt my soul a little bit as well, Calms. Like, I wish I didn't have to. But if I don't, then I can't try a similar play another time.
These are due back tomorrow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get a 10. Question is, what do I evolve? A 6-8 into a 10? A 4-4 into a 7? Maybe a 2-3 into a 6. Actually.
There's little time. Job done.
A 5, sorry, still. But, oh well. Cack, yes. You're gonna be cacking all day. Woohoo! What a surprise! think I have to frankly ignore it.
Ready to plunder.
Ready for dust off.
And hope they don't have another one. How does this cost 8 again? Double photon, because they discovered an extra photon cannon. Oh yeah, Druid is horrible because the Imbue card for Druid is also... it's legendary. So the only archetype which works also depends on you hitting the legendary, otherwise all the Imbue cards are useless, which means that although it is an Imbue class and gets offered the neutral Imbues, you actually don't want to take them, so even the neutral Imbues make Druid worse.
Across the universe. What to do?
Is there any way I can fit in and evolve? Mage, Pakistan, mage.
Ready for dust off.
You're in my sight.
Can I stop getting Medivacs? Why do I have 3 Medivacs? Screw Medivacs! DK is like 3rd place or something, Pakistan now. The Husk offering rate got reduced. Oh, it's still Druid, Zarek. Still Druid, but... Yeah, but that's not Medivac. Hey, Dr. Wiles. Okay, Raven does something. Like, I could siege tank, but is that the play? Maybe it is. I was never a fan of forcing double blood, Gary. In fact, I've not even played double blood yet.
Fuel up, ready to go.
I am working.
Personally, you should force 1 Unholy 1 Blood, and then your 3rd rune should be based on what you're getting offered and the risk and reward of it. Double Blood unlocks more Leech cards. Double Unholy gives you Army of the Dead and Assimilating Blight. Frost gives you some burn and removal. Not what I needed. I only have Storm left.
Ready for dust off.
Another Medivac? You have got to be mother freaking kidding me. Well, this is probably a pre-patch saved deck, to be honest. So frankly, maybe I just evolved the Medivac launch. But then this will take up a board space. I guess I could evolve this.
There is little time. Desert Cruiser operation.
No splashing, Elmo! Cheers for the follow, Sheeny. Oh, army single. Yeah, okay, so I don't know what stands, but still, I would say 1 Unholy 1 Blood is what's important. The third rune, I think you have to take it as the draft goes.
Out those knots.
Okay. Beautiful.
Beyond belief.
Oh, it is beyond belief. Say bye. Bookcase, hidden object, totem. Okay, how do I set up the best wave? Or wait, do I have lethal? Let's start with that. Molted. Right, molted. And then this goes face, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. I'm one off.
Bring it!
I may have
There
switched.
is little time. Bring it! Bring it! Bring it!
Hello. How did they get that? How is that buffed? Can someone... Has +1 attack for each card you've discarded the Solarium? Okay. I missed 2 damage, by the way. I just got a little rope panic. And 1 legend. Did I miss a legend? No. Oh, the 2/7 value trade. Yeah, because I only needed the 1 board space, right? 3, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, so there's the could have been lethal, right? This could have been lethal. We're gonna want this to die. So I could silence this for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 then. Oh yeah, that worked.
Inside voices, please.
Could even silence the 8. Trying to see whether set up the Shudderblock works before I even looked at the stone. Lethal silence the 8 one. Silence the lethal. Yeah. I was still figuring out the Shudderblock lines. But we got there. No. It's karma, chat.
Must not falter.
My elements are frightful.
It's karma, chat. Yeah, I started looking at stuff. Asimi. And like, I go through 5 things, and it might happen that the 5th thing I go through is lethal, the lethal option. And sometimes people say, how didn't you see it? But it just happens that they start thinking about that one. It's karma streamer. No, karma's just gonna bite me in the arse, sadly. Do I now coin 2? I think so. Very good curve. About as good a curve as I can get. Hello?
Should we settle this with a snowball fight?
Aimplex, why do you want me to threaten karma? Agreed, Ojo. Agreed.
Find me in the dream.
It's great because I even have lift off to cycle, right? So probably evolving again on 5 with this or this. Watch me draw both of them right now. Damn it. I blame you, Jonathan Chu. I didn't even draw. What do you mean high roller? Did I even draw both illusions in a row? Huh? When's the next mesa? I don't know. Usually there's 2-month periods, I want to say, but I don't know. You could lift off into starport into starport. Okay, I'm gonna start hero packing, which is a good sign for me. Hoping that they don't high roll every time, right? Right now they can play 5 costs, not 6. Good hit though. That's a good hit. It's probably break her and evolve now instead of lift off.
None can comprehend the expanse of my power.
The expansion came out 6 days ago, right, Reaper? 6 days. I know Arena, it's going to be 2 weeks tomorrow, but that's because we got the stuff 1 week early.
Elune, bring guidance.
Please raid my deck. Give me a sec.
Inside voices, please.
I was going to lift off. I hit the double. Oh lord, I'm gonna lose. Oh no. I'll look sooner, Anidor. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Oh lord. Nah, we're fine.
How enigmatic.
Wait, what? I want this gun though.
I have no master.
Now my lift up doesn't draw anything. Dude, my next draws were actually starports. Let's see this Imbue. Oh lord. Double chalice. 2 Imbue. Double Flutterwing. Qatar, double Tsunami. Do you have the draw? The 3-man 3/3. Oh, you have two of the 3-man 3/3 with the double Tsunami. I think that's the best part. Looks solid there, Editor.
Thrall versus the Lich King.
Will serve me.
You love it?
Death.
What was your favorite piece?
My elements are frightful.
The weather right now is mild. My mom was telling me. Ah. Yes, PJ. Which is why I always say there's a big difference between living there and, you know, every day being a work day and being in a hotel and walking to the beach and then going to a bar and a restaurant. Worlds apart, worlds apart. But I'm curious to hear what you like. I assume you did some capital city and old city tours. Well, semi-dangerous, don't you think, PJ? I mean, now that you've experienced it. Some people do, but I know many people that have had very bad accidents with scooters, and almost nobody drives bikes then for that reason, as in bicycles. There's only like 2 roads that have actual bike lanes, for example. So that makes a difference. Yeah, they were semi-overused though. Right, Aimplex? In a way where people that maybe shouldn't have been driving were driving them, you know? Something playable? Better Tutu, I guess. Hey, Canhoos. I need to hit my good cards like my Imbue or my Shudderblock. They weren't common when I still lived there in Plex, but they were already a thing, not the 5-2. Place is perfect. I think now I ignore it, especially since when I play the 5 they can't kill it. Yeah, rough result for you. If you had Remorseless, you would have played it instead though, right? So now what do you do? Can't kill it off? Yeah, they had started. There were also some of those cars, electric cars, I want to call them, or whatever, Gameplay. Those were starting to be a thing. Oh yeah, this has the attack buff.
Engaging B.
1, 2. Thing is, sand could be lethal if I drew a Shudderblock. Well, maybe it's one of them. You go 5, and then 1, 1. You can't actually go there, Gary. Like, you can't physically.
You can't run.
Go. It's tiny, by the way. It's like super tiny. Like you can't land on it, right? Like you physically can't land. I think the only people that have gone are like researchers, but I'm talking like house level tiny. But it has a lot, even though it's not small. It has a lot of indigenous species. The most you can do is take a tour. Take a tour. There are these boat tours that pass relatively close to it.
Thorn in your side.
Lethal if they don't hit that. Of course. Lethal if they don't hit that. Of course. Lethal if they don't hit that. Of course. So now I could go for the 50-50, but if I miss, it can kill my 4-2, and then I'm screwed. So what do I do?
I wonder.
What are the odds?
There's little time.
You read
Almost. I mean, they only had to high roll into high roll into high roll into roll the one specific 8 into me lose the 50-50 into them hit my 3 attack minion. Not really that high odds, right? Not really that high odds. I need to kill this, yes. But I also want to keep this back because it's lethal with Shudderblock. But then I'm missing 5 to kill this.
There is little time. None can comprehend the absence of my
Miss 2, I guess. No evolve. Faces the place. Yeah, but they play a taunt with Reborn. Nothing else goes face then, since I just got Miars handed to me there. Red. Silk. They're still stretching. We still have lift off, right? We still have Shudderblock. We still have silence. That might help, right? Fighting. I mean, they needed, again, to be fair, their Thessarian went face when it could have killed one of my minions, but they needed to hit Stargrazer there, and me missing my 50-50. Leech. So Leech kills a 3-2. This kills this. They still need more. So these two die. We have lethal, yes. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay.
island policy. You can't run from me.
Ooh! 10 wins! Guys, this deck was destined to go far. It was never even remotely close to losing. Uh-oh. Is this Elmo? Saxarok.
My elements are frightful.
I need to hit my early game. The best start with this is something like a Starport, Lift Off, Bitter Bloom or something. 2 coin force? Flutterwing the remaining parts of the nesting golem? If you, the hospitality industry is great. If you like... Well, there's a way you can play Colossuses. If you like beaches, food, don't mind staying at hotels or stuff like that, for example. Don't want to travel a lot around. If you like some historic locations, like historic cities, that kind of old style vibe, then there's nice stuff for you to see. For sure. But Malta actually has some amazing hotels. And restaurants and stuff associated with it. They have a very good hospitality industry like that, right? In that sense, sorry. I don't, Tumbltron. Oh, you have to also not mind overcrowdedness. That includes the beaches and everything. So for me, for example, I'm bored of beaches. I've seen all of the old cities. I hate the heat and I hate crowds. Well, lo and behold. Is it? This isn't Evolve, right? Why not? There are some fun archetypes right now. Me, fun archetypes in what I consider an unfun mode just isn't worth it for me. I do, actually. Crisp is right. I play 5 games. Dude, I had to play 7 games, actually, by the way. I mean, you might prefer standard, so you see arena as the off-season mode, but for me it's the other way around. For me, why would I play it? This is how I see it. Yeah, Malta has nice stuff like that. I mean, I haven't been in ages, but it has some nice stuff like that for sure. Try this. We have backup here. Before the latest arena balance changes, my first 17 went 7.4. After that, you didn't have a single 7.1 run. What's your experience? My experience is that the variance of your class offerings and your decks mattered more than the balance changes. So it may just be coincidental. The meta is better, albeit still heavily Imbue mage. Although I will say that Rogue and Death Knight will be a little worse, so that may be impactful to your experience. Ooh. Do I want a Shudderblock? I mean, better than the others, but the question is, what do I do? I think I can afford to wait. Still? I can evolve this in a couple turns. Even if they kill this part of it with a treant. Not really, Danny. Not really. No is the answer. I used to like watching the main football stuff, and that's European football, so soccer for Americans. But mainly because my friends like to watch and I'd be out chilling with them. And I used to like watching rugby when I used to play rugby, but that's about it. What a tub deck. Tub deck snoozing. That's what they needed, I guess. That's what they needed. Crazy. This really swung the game again. And I needed them to not have swings like this, like a 7-mana 5/8 that kills my entire turn 7 and turn 6. It's just so good. Yeah, so if you like that kind of historic stuff, Bertus, you'll enjoy stuff for sure. But yeah, there's the pros and cons. Right, there's the pros and cons. They do have some solid museums though, you're right as well. Perfect. Go for it. Wait, what? What's going on? What did they point there? No, it was their Protoss card. I know I could have evolved, but I prefer this for now. Okay. We're kind of back to almost matching what they can do. Oh, what? They're Wispies. Oh, the one in Valletta? The cannon firing Bertus. The Baraka Gardens. Nine mana. That is pretty nice as well. Both of them. You know what the funny thing is, Ajamusta? I think one of the main reasons they won isn't that they're a crazy Imbue mage, but rather they top decked the snoozing when I could have contested their board and swung it by giving me turn to Shudderblock. I needed starport.
Ready to plunder.
I know now I get starport, but I needed the starport there. Double starport preferably. I have no idea, Ambatron. I mean, I guess so. It's pretty good.
Spirit, lend me your power.
At least you're having some fun with your kid, though, huh, Marcello? I guess that's the aim. Wait, what just happened? What's this? Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Why is chat? Wait, what?
Operation.
Time runs out on me.
So confused.
No wear and tear of any kind.
Not really what I wanted, but it doesn't go face, Ojo. It doesn't go face, Ojo.
Follow the flutter wings.
Repeat after me.
I swear we would have had this game, I think. Damn freaking timing. On their dumb freaking zookeeper. I wanted to double this, but we just can't afford to let them do anything else right now. I don't think we have it anymore, because now I just can't push the damage, right? I just can't push the damage. So they're just gonna full their board every single turn, and that just ends the game. But if I was ahead by a 7-7 and a 3-3... Yeah, sure. 9 Imbue. Sing along, buddy. Any more, buddy? I assume, see?
You go twice as fast.
Well, Imbue wasn't reduced. What I need is Shadowdrestle to be secretly corrupted. It isn't though, right? It would be yellow, right? It doesn't work. Shudderblock Siege doesn't go face, guys. But I do have a turn where I can Shudder Sandart Mini Sandart, and that is 12? Yeah, Shudder then tank doesn't deal face damage, guys. 2 mana fire. Miss, miss, miss! No! If it missed it, I have lethal actually. I actually had lethal if it missed. Right. I had lethal if it missed, chat. Crazy. Let's try again. Ten imbues. 10 imbue mage. Any more? I'd love to see if they have 11 at this point. And again, do you see why I mean if they didn't have the snooze and I think we would have had it, chat? A 7 mana 5/8 that nullifies my past 2 turns whilst I'm in this situation is crazy. Supernova, what a surprise. A random supernova, just what they needed, chat. GG. So let's still a solid run. I think we actually almost had this one. I know it doesn't seem like it, but Shudder, Sandart, Mini, Nightmare was a lot of damage, right? That's 17. I was very close. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I genuinely think that was a close game. Yeah, that was a 10 imbue mage. I actually think they needed the top deck snooze in. And the supernova there. Any card from supernova wins them the game. It doesn't matter that they got fireball or whatever. Any card. They could have gone removal, burn, whatever. It just wins them the game because hero power kills me then. But nice to turn this around. This deck was almost over at like 2-2. And then went almost all the way as well. How do you balance that mage deck? Well, it's Arena. That's a super giga high roll, Magnus. What you should do to balance Arena is reduce the amount of imbues that can get offered in general. I understand that it's the new mechanic, but there is such a thing as too much being the average, but a high roll will always exist. Even if you make the, I don't know, the average deck have 1 to 2, someone somewhere will draft 15. It's just the nature of odds. It's just how common it is. That's the issue. So how do you balance that deck? You don't balance individual decks in Arena. That's a standard thing. In Arena, you balance the average. And the average should have less imbue. Mage's a little bit too strong. But I still think that game was relatively close. And pretty fun run overall. Nice to see some Shudderblock imbue Shaman. Although I will say that the evolves didn't matter as much in the deck. But it was a nice mix of evolves when it mattered, Shudderblock when it mattered, and very importantly also the Starship package here right when it mattered. Cool run. Might put this up on YouTube as well. A 10 winner with Shaman. I think it was a pretty fun one, right guys? Yeah, I think so. I think it was fun enough to put up. Yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you guys know that I like to post a few different decks, so here's a little bit of a Shaman. Was hoping it would go the distance. but I think Shudderblock Imbue synergies is something a little bit new. So I hope you like it. Like and subscribe if you do.